They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Out left to Shaheen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Mike, pick up. 180. Watch the pass. Alert.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Come on, 180. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 16-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
We own this.
They go play action with Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
64. Check. Go. Hey, 58 is the mic. 22 jet bomber. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. SOS. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. You go take.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Trubisky. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. B.J. Goodson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
I got you, punk. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
It's caught, Shepard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
I know you ain't got it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's brought in left side by Tate. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 4. 80 Watson. Ready?
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Torrey Cohen with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Let's bring it. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going to let one throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This time Trubisky will throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He's got room to run past the 20, and they will finally get him down at the 28. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 41, Mike. 41.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike, 44. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my go.
From the gun, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Go! Shoot! Kill! Slam! Hey, Delta!
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check 52. Alert!
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, 59. Coming to you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And we heavy on the edges.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, this from 39. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check it out. 180. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
This is Cohen.
Check 31.
Past the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards on the ground. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 60 or.
Hey, watch the slant. Kill.
Leo. Hey. High 7. Hey.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Showing that.
Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Let's go.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Joker. Deuce.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
44's the mic. Check. Hey, here we go. Check.
Hard. Yes.
Safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three. Slam.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Yep. You're out.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hit it.
Jones back to the air on second down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Get him, boys.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And Latimer's got it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
70, Indy.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Right there. All day, baby.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 9, Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's the way.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Fights loose. Just keeping the play alive. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put you...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, keep it up.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.